What's up, everybody? Hopefully you can hear and see me. We are all masked up. We're doing the social distancing thing as much as we can before Digger gets down to business of shaving my head today. So we got the razor, we've got it ready. It was a little longer than we expected. We had a couple things come up, but it's really nice outside tonight, and we are sitting here in their beautiful neighborhood where the Careys live. And I'm sitting here with the man, the myth, the legend himself. Dwayne, how's it going today? Hope, make sure everybody can hear me.
Great.
So let us know if you can't hear Dwayne. If not, then I will we'll see if we can figure that out, and I'll try and see what we can do. So while we're sitting here, I want to talk to Dwayne a little bit about some of the stuff that he does, a little bit about his history and how he kind of became an astronaut, and the awesome company that that he and his wife Cheryl run. And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But Dwayne, you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and kind of your story, which is a pretty awesome one about how you became an astronaut.
Yeah, Ron, it's kind of a non-standard story. Started out, my mom was a single parent, had three kids, and was essentially got divorced and all that kind of stuff, and was on her own, 21 years old, three kids with an eighth grade education. So there wasn't a lot of income in the house. We lived in the projects. But a few years after that, she married a guy that had a full-time job. That was a big plus. And
Oh, it's nice to have a job, kids.
yeah,
You're watching at home.
it is. Jobs are very important. So to cut a long story short, wasn't a real good student in high school or school or anything like that. It never really dreamed that I'd ever need to go to college for anything. But after I got out of high school, I kind of bumped around bottom feeding for several years, and about 2 or 3 years into that, I met a guy who'd been a fighter pilot in the Vietnam War, and I thought, well, that sounded cool. But as you know, you got to have a college degree to to be an officer in the military in order to fly jets and stuff like that. So I had to go to college, and I totally wasn't prepared for it. And that's one story I share with kids is, especially you guys in high school, you think you have a pretty good idea where you're headed, but really you have no idea where you're headed. So the trick is to get yourself prepared for anything. And I was sorely unprepared, but got in the Air Force and flew fighters and really liked it. And always been kind of a space geek. Maybe not as big of a space geek as you are.
I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm an astronaut, but not that big of a space geek.
Growing up, I was kind of a space geek. So I found out that NASA was hiring pilots to fly the space shuttle, and applied a couple times. Finally got in, and while I was there, I flew mission STS-109 to the Hubble Space Telescope. Had a wonderful time and did some important work, and here we are.
And so that was a kind of a cool thing for you because you loved Hubble. You knew of Hubble beforehand. So to be able to be on one of the missions to fix this if not the most amazing thing that NASA personally has ever done, because I'm the astronomy nerd. Of course I love it, but I know that was a really cool moment for you because it was something that you were really passionate about too.
Yeah, it was. Ron, I was following the progress of the Hubble ever since the 70s, and I never dreamed that one day I'd get a chance to fly a spaceship up next to it, and allow our spacewalkers to do some wonderful work on that thing. So it's just amazing how sometimes, if you just work hard and keep your head down and go after it, things start to happen. It's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome stuff. So before we get down to it, if you're just joining us, we're getting ready to do the whole head shape thing. It's been a few weeks since this was kind of set up, but for those that don't know, what we're doing it for is a really awesome organization called Passage that Lee Guillot created. The goal is to raise $50,000 and take that $50,000, get computers, STEM supplies, and fly them through South America, all through the islands, and help those kids that haven't had the chance yet to be able to get the kind of some of the cool resources and chances that we have gotten, and kind of open up their ability to go to space, just like the awesome Digger has been able to do. And before we get started on that, I do want to talk a little bit about once you got out of the astronautics sport, then you and Cheryl, who was, I don't know, Cheryl, do you want to be on camera today or not? She's like, She's like, no, no, no. She always, which is always great because Cheryl's always like glamorous. And she's like, no, 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 no pictures, no. You know what I mean? Okay, well, just one. but but they have a really awesome organization again that is inspiring some folks, and you can find it at astronautbiker.com. But tell everybody a little bit about it and what 180 Out means to you.
Yeah, Ron, thanks for mentioning that. It's 180 Out. It's astronautbiker.com. And I left NASA about 15 years ago. And my wife and I were kind of trying to decide what we'd like to do with the rest of our life. And we found a couple things that we decided we were passionate about. We're passionate about the future of our country, passionate about the future of humanity, passionate about space, passionate about education. Because basically my story is a story of education. Didn't take it real serious at a young age, found out later on, almost too late, how important it really was. Had to work, 3 times as hard in college as anybody else did in order to get an engineering degree. But yeah, education is the key. So, and we like to ride motorcycles, so we thought it would be cool to load up the bike and visit schools all over the country. And it's morphed into more of an international thing. We go to schools all around the world, share my story with kids, share with the kids about the just the thrill and the fun of space. And then the message intrinsic in all this is you got to prepare yourself. You got to get ready for these opportunities, especially in the future. In a few years, there's a very good chance we could have people back on the moon, heading toward Mars. I'm sure you've been following the progress of that asteroid sample return mission.
Absolutely, yeah.
Isn't that stuff cool?
It's awesome.
And just to be involved in that kind of stuff, it's the coolest stuff in the whole world. And I love to go to schools and share my passion with kids and get them excited about studying hard in math and science and those types of subjects, and just letting them know that those long hours of homework that you put in, especially with your math, there's a big payoff at the end of that. And you're teaching yourself how to learn new things and learn them quickly, and you're preparing yourself for any opportunity that could pop up in the future. And it all starts in school, and that's just what we like to share with the kids. And my wife and I just have a gas doing this. We love meeting teachers, principals, kids, people from all around the world. It's just been wonderful.
And so for those that don't know, Duane and Cheryl also work really closely with me at Space Foundation, and they work well with not necessarily me as much as the organization itself. And the reason why this popped up is that somebody that's in the chat right now, because I see that he says it's about time. Snyder's being a bit sarcastic about it, is that Snyder had his little ones watch an audience with an astronaut with Duane, and then my partner in crime, Slade. And so he saw that and he's like, you should have Digger do it. I'm like, I mean, I guess I could ask him and see. Well, who knows? And so I tagged Cheryl. She was like, oh, he'd totally be down for that. I'm like, okay, so I guess that gets to take it to the next level, and we get to have a little fun with it. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready here. I'm gonna let Duane get to it, and we're gonna cut off all the hair. So let me get this all set up. Hopefully it's at the right level here. And
I'll help you at least do this.
All right. Not many people can say they've ever had a retired astronaut shave their head before. So how many times have you done this? Should I be worried?
You should, because he's never done it.
He's never done it. The first haircut he's ever given.
A couple things Ron should know here.
The reverse mohawk.
First of all, like you already found out to his horror, I've never done anything like this before. But Ron, my mom was a hairdresser.
I do remember you saying that. Actually, I do.
Actually, so that makes me qualified in the big scheme.
That's exactly right. That's something you've definitely passed down. From like that's a genetic thing. I think that's a skill set. It's true.
It's highly genetical. And another thing that
can we get a t-shirt? 180 Out t-shirts, highly genetical. Me with a mohawk.
Everybody that's listening needs to know one more thing. When I look around here in my front yard, I can see snow. It snowed here probably about a week ago, 10 days ago.
That's exactly a week.
winter's
Yeah.
coming. This is Colorado. You guys can tell that my hair is very short, so I know about this. When your hair is short, you get cold really easy. Ron, do you realize, dude, you're going to be really cold this winter?
It'll be fine. It grows back really quick though, so it'll be okay. It'll be fine. No worries. We got a little bit better lighting here. There we go.
It grows back really quick now.
That's what I heard. That's what I'm telling myself anyway.
You guys can all see that Ron and I are wearing masks in this time of the COVID pandemic, and we're being extra careful because I don't know, Ron. I've heard that this is a hairborne virus.
Oh my God. I want to cut that out and make that a clip, and then we can share that everywhere. So Snyder already thinks that highly genetical is hysterical. Mac is stoked. Mac, you need to you need to hop in again, man. I know that you've already donated, but we're trying to hit 15,000 by the end of this weekend. I think we're like right around 14,200. So the hair's going. And again, a week ago it was 5 degrees and snowed. Oh, he's got the wait, hold on.
The last time I went to the barber in this time of COVID, she had a nice face shield and everything. And I really don't have one of those fancy face shields, so I think that
with the helmet on is perfect.
Like I said before, this is supposed to be a hairborne virus.
Oh, there's gonna be so many clips from this. We are, by the way, for the moment, definitely sober. So you can get. Cheryl's like, you just go like this.
Does this end go on the head?
It's the other way. Okay.
Not working.
Again, he's never done this before.
Does that hurt? It's not really working.
It's not really doing much, is it? Let me see here. It should be.
Not even.
Yeah, it's not buzzing very hard. I wonder if this is the one I always use. Let's try that again. We'll go try like from there up. see if we get anything. Nope, I guess not. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, it's gonna pull in. All right, hold on. We're gonna do something real quick. Do you have any oil for like? Yeah.
Yeah, for that. Do you have it? You can take.
Not that kind of oil.
Yeah, you can take this off. Let's see.
Ah. No, it's still catching pretty hard, and it's running real slow.
That's not weird.
Really had some low electricity issues. It's like barely humming. It's not even really moving. So we're gonna figure this out. WD-40, exactly, Dusty. Good times. Technical difficulties, exactly. Which makes it all the more, it makes it all the better, right? Because then we're adding a little extra into it. So what we got? Oh man. Okay.
I don't know if that's the right.
I don't know if that's the right kind either. We're getting crazy out here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, it's normally much louder than that. It's just the best part. Okay. All right, we're unplugging. And we put a little oil on it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was it. Do we want to have a towel over here as the wind blows this? Okay, sounds good. All right, we are back in business. Hey, Janet, how's it going? We can go ahead and do that. Let's see. It should be fine now.
It'll mow right through it.
Yep, it'll mow right through it. It will help with the. I mean, don't go too fast, or it will pull the side of my head off. But yeah, just slow. This is somebody that flew. There you go, perfect. Oh, all right, just a little bit at a time.
Throw the hair out.
Yep.
Throw the hair after Lane.
This is the best part about this. Like, he can fly a shuttle, but this is the first haircut.
Flying a shuttle is easier.
Flying a shuttle is easier. You guys get an extra long show because I can do this in about 10 minutes whenever I do it myself.
I don't want to hurt him.
See? It's a good man.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's going pretty smooth, honestly. Let me see where we're at here. So it has begun.
Yes, it
There we
has.
go. So thanks to actually the reason that we hit the goal, we were at about $11,000. Actually, we were a little less than $1,000, and we wanted to hit 12,000 by the next night. And because of Janet Ivy, who is on right now watching with us, we ended up hitting 13,000 because she donated. Yeah, so she was pretty awesome. So I'm glad that Janet gets on to be able to see it. So hey, Janet, how you doing? Graham, you're right. The curly hair is crazy. Won't even talk about it.
Like I'm wearing a sheet.
So wait. So you sheared a sheep before, but you've not cut hair.
Well, I've watched people shear sheep.
So he's watched people shear sheep. So that's all that matters. See, that's between that and your mom being a hairdresser. It's all the experience you need. That's why like these things are great. It just makes
Fully qualified.
it fully qualified.
I'm pulling his hair.
He got a little call. It's fine. He didn't hurt. He didn't do anything. That's impossible not to do with hair this curly. I do it to myself when I do it. So I absolutely do.
At least when you do it to yourself, you know it's coming.
Yep. Not really. No, actually, normally it catches you kind of off guard. Like as soon as it hits, you don't realize it. This is also fun fact. This is the first time that I have not had mousse or gel in my hair since my hair was long enough to be gelled or moussed. Good times.
Fun to cut it if it had gel in it.
Actually, you know what? Depending, I have had my hair cut quite a few times with gel in it, and it really didn't affect it too much. Now, that was somebody that was professional, and they normally wetted it a little bit beforehand. So Janet's actually got a really good question. She's like, no haircuts on the space shuttle, so you didn't have to.
Well, I think they, no, not on my mission, but I think on the space station they use a vacuum cleaner.
They use a vacuum cleaner for. Well, I guess that's true. So I mean, you were only up for what was the total of the trip for you?
10 days.
So yeah, they were only up for 10 days. So I don't think that would be.
I think I barely had to shave when I was up there.
Yeah. Have you ever had like the evil mustache and goatee before, Cheryl?
Yes. When he came back from a deployment to Germany.
Was it like did it fit him?
No.
Wait, did he think that it fit him, or you didn't think that it fit him?
He thought it fit him. It did.
Is there a picture? Are there pictures?
Probably.
I did a mustache during the war.
Yeah. They all came back.
Just a mustache?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
You're not allowed to grow a beard in the airport.
Oh, I don't know why, but I think that a mustache would be extra hysterical.
It doesn't work good with the oxygen mask in the airplane.
Tricolor.
Don't forget to take screenshots, guys, because look at this. I look a little like curly now. Like, there's that reverse mohawk Snyder was talking about.
Actually, we could go with a mullet.
We can go with a mullet. That's the one thing. I don't know that there's such thing as a curly mullet. A cullet. I don't think that's a cuss word in any language I'm aware of.
You're kind of business in front right now. The party in the back.
An 80s party, even. Sure, we got some. Let's see what we got here. Definitely have a bunch of comments. um, did you have to use dry shampoo on the shuttle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, not exactly dry. It's like kind of like creamy type consistency, and you rub it through your hair, and you just wipe it off with a towel.
Nice.
You can't really rinse on a shuttle mission, and you get just kind of dirty up there, but everybody else is getting dirty, so it doesn't matter.
The best part is the helmet.
Space is like space shuttle missions were like camping without the smoke.
The airport. I'm still cracking up.
Hey, this is COVID. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta take all the extra precautions.
I don't want to get Ron sick. He's got work to do. I can stay home. He's got work. Ooh,
Kettle area.
you're a brave guy. It's stuck.
Oh, he's stuck. He got me stuck. Hold on.
You've done this before?
Yeah, I've got really curly hair, man. It happens.
Okay.
Yeah, even with brushing it through, like I brushed my hair. I washed and brushed my hair before I left, and even on that 35-minute drive, which normally is 20, but it was 5 o'clock. Like right at 5 o'clock traffic on the other side of town. Yeah, it will still like curl up and not. It's like, have you ever taken your phone, like your earbuds, like the corded ones, and put them in your pocket, and by the time you got in the car, for some reason they were in a knot? Welcome to living life with curly hair. That's why I hate it. One of the reasons I hate it. Yep. And that is the typically like naughty area too, because of like that's kind of sleeping on your back with the pillow and stuff. So whenever I wake up, it's always like,
Neighbors are trying to figure out what's going
like
on.
what on earth are they doing over there?
I in a jumpsuit with a helmet cutting hair.
So Graham said, Dr. Graham Lau, astrobiologist from up the road in Boulder, he says cullet is a word for waste glass or broken glass bits that are used in glass making. So I guess I'm not going to step on anybody's toes there.
I don't like that definition.
We're going to have to come up with something else.
I like Ron's definition.
I don't think I said a definition. Oh, well, I guess I did. Technically.
Call
The cullet, yeah. Doing it for the kids. That's right, Janet. You're awesome. Daniel Yount says it's nifty. I agree. He's not doing too bad at all. He really isn't. Like, my mom was way worse whenever my mom would cut my hair. Seriously, my mom was terrible about it. Like, whatever, get over it. I bleach my hair 3 times a year. Like, you want to talk about that? My hair's straight, it's blonde. You know what I have to go through. So, those of you that may have not known my mom was a trip.
Ron, can you feel the cold setting in?
Not yet, not yet. We're not quite low enough yet. So everybody fingers crossed, because every so often we will have random times where the power will just go out here, because that's Colorado Springs. I've seen it for absolutely no reason at all, more times than I would like to count. But at least I'm off work tomorrow. But it's also Halloween, so I guess I could kind of get away with it, right? Graham, Graham said, "I'll have to get some Dapper Dan and a hairnet." Then I love that movie. Awesome, awesome movie. We'll throw it back to Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Yeah, remember the Dapper Dan? He's like, well, he was talking about my hair, so that way he's like, I'm gonna put that in the hairnet. That way it doesn't mess my hair up when I sleep. I can only imagine.
My mom's not watching this. She'll tear into me. She'll say, what were you doing to that guy's hair?
Oh, please do. So we're gonna see if this upsets Dwayne's mom or not.
It will.
It will. So just fine.
Right now, there's more hair on this patio out front that there's ever been snow.
So Janet said, it's going to be bald or like a bit of hair. It'll be like pretty close to the. Oh, uh-oh, we're stuck again.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Oh, there you go. Man, there you go. Yeah, you might want to wipe it out if there's anything caught there. Here, let's do this. We'll do another. But
You're gonna have oil in your hair.
that'll be fine. There's not going to be any hair left. That'll be the fun part. This is not.
Anybody that's watching,
This is not the correct oil.
Ron just discovered a new hairdressing.
That is not the correct oil we should be using, but it's funny. And you know what? Lee shaves half of his beard and half of his head, so I'll wash the super oil that looks like it's 40 years old. Like it is. This is an old. I mean, because if you look at it, it's like the old Walmart style. It's the what used to be white for the sticker is now I would say that's, I mean, golden bronze almost, really.
Hey, when it works, you keep it.
We're getting there. So Jim, I don't know. I think that that Digger would probably have to ask one of his crewmates on that one because Digger flew. So Janet says, is a spacewalk easier than cutting Ron's hair?
Is what?
A spacewalk easier than cutting Ron's hair. But I told her that you were the pilot, so I don't know if you gotta. Well,
I think it probably is.
did you have to get trained just in case? So did you do like?
Trained for a spacewalk?
Yeah.
Not on my mission.
Yeah.
Sometimes pilots do if there's not many other people on the mission.
That's a good one.
They get trained, but they very seldom ever go on spacewalks.
Try to go against go like that way, you know.
You don't like that big thing sticking out?
Well, no, I mean the way that you were going kind of going against the grain, as it were.
Ron's hair has grain. You get it,
If you only knew. So glad this isn't happening in zero G. And Ron, I'm pretty sure that it could have never happened. Snyder said Dwayne's HOA is going to add a new bylaw about cutting hair on lawns.
The neighbors gonna wonder what blew under their yard.
This is really soft curly hair. Where'd this come from? It's very nice.
Next spring, all the birds' nests are gonna have this hair in them in this neighborhood.
Which spring could be in 3 days. You never know here in Colorado Springs. It was 70, like 71 degrees on last Saturday, and then it plummeted to like 13 and started snowing the next day and went all the way through the next night, and then the next morning it was 8 degrees. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. So it was Saturday, yeah, into Sunday, it dropped to, yeah, okay, I said that right. And then by Monday morning, it was 8 degrees. With the sun up, by the way. It was colder before the sun came up. Who all did you fly with, Dwayne? Because I know that it was John Grunsfeld and was Mike Massimino.
Yep.
One of them. Those are the two that I know because I know of them. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I've met them, but I can't remember who the others were because somebody's asking.
Commander was Scott Altman.
Oh, Scott Altman, nice.
Goes by the name of Scooter. The flight engineer was Nancy Curry. Scooter's working for a firm out in DC right now. Nancy Curry was our flight test engineer. Was our flight engineer, and she's teaching down at Texas A&M at College Station.
Nice.
Now she's like a robotics PhD wizard. She operated the arm. And we had Rick Linehan, who was formerly trained as a veterinarian before he got to NASA. But they figured that he was a good guy to work on the Hubble because he said the Hubble was like working on a giant beast.
Oh,
And
I get the chills, by the way. So if you're unaware of this, if you're just joining and you missed it, like obviously I'm a huge fan of Hubble, being I want to be an astronomer, astrophysicist. So, you know, having one of the pilots that flew the team that helped save Hubble. Give me a haircut. Not too bad. Oh, you're fine. That's plastic. You barely hit it. You didn't cut anything. Don't worry.
then the last guy, he'll get mad if I don't say his name here, was Jim Newman, who's a astrophysicist PhD. Not quite sure what Jim's doing now. He was teaching out at the Naval Graduate College in Monterey, California there, and I don't know if he's still doing that postgraduate college.
Which seems kind of interesting. So, if I remember correctly, whenever I was looking it up, because I said that I wanted to, eventually want to go to space, and also, want to be an astrophysicist, was that there was only 3 or 4 total that had ever done it, and you had 2 on the same mission.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
I got that on there.
Uh-oh. Oh, it makes it all the better.
Let these people see what's going on this side.
Okay, so hold on a second here. Let's go with. Hold on. We need to go over here. So.
There's a big piece of wall stuck behind his ear.
Oh, there we go. You just
I was afraid to dig because I thought I'd cut his ear off. You have to start calling him Van Gogh.
It's all Van Gogh.
Ron Van Gogh.
It's Van Gogh. It's Van Gogh. Again, Van Gogh. That's I learned that from a TV show. I mean it was a history show, but so yeah, so I don't know what everybody can see there. It's kind of weird because I don't know which way that camera looks, but well, I mean, Daniel, it's too late for him to retire from his day job, which was being an astronaut. He's already retired from that. So yeah, it actually is a little yeah, it's still a little fuzzy. All right, we'll go to the next level.
Here's where it gets dangerous.
It's actually not that bad because it'll go like comes right off.
Yep.
Yeah. Like it would have been really dangerous had you done it like that from the beginning. That would have been hurt. That would have been painful. That's Graham. Well, that's exactly what it is. And what's funny is that I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Who, but I do love that scene, and eventually I will get to it. I'm forcing myself through the series because you all keep telling me to watch it. I'm trying. All right, so we got the first major chunk down, and now we're down to.
Down this way?
Yep.
From the front or
Oh, it's exciting times. Don't forget to donate. Uh-oh, we're doing reverse mohawk now. So I'm guessing that Duane does not is not the one that actually mows your lawn. Because I can only imagine that it would look kind of crazy. I mean, he probably would put the helmet on and go, wouldn't he?
We don't have them on.
Yeah, what? I thought you have it back. Oh, you had it back. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's mostly rocks. Rocks and patio, that's fine.
We're down so much we can't water it.
So I just put up the link at the bottom. It's scrolling there, so make sure that you donate, help us get to that 15,000 point. Bad Wolf. Yes, Snyder. Yes, indeed.
Everybody who's watching this needs to think of Ron the next big cold snap we have here in the springs and send some extra money his way because he's going to be really cold.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. They might not know what it is.
Well, I was getting ready to say, so that gives me throwback. So my mom and I were huge Bob and Doug fans. So do you remember the Canadian? Well, okay, well, yeah, okay. So one of them, was pretty famous guy, right? The Great White North, and around. And my favorite Christmas song is still "A Beer in a Tree." Where they go through, and I was like 5 golden tooks.
Take off, dude. Take off, Hoser.
Take off, Hoser. What are you doing? Oh, snow. Look outside. What are you doing?
Man, this is really short.
We're going shorts.
Dude, who's gonna clean up the mess that I leave?
It's a good question. That's
That's my
that's gonna be Lee. Lee's gonna come. He's gonna hop in his plane right now. Come help out. Getting there.
I have to take it. It's like sheer torture watching him do this.
Well, that's kind of the fun part. Like Imran said, Ron's joining Space Force. No, well, the part I'm cracking up now is I'm thinking about Fight Club where they shave their heads, whap, like a monkey ready to be shot into space. It's a great movie, isn't it? Have you ever read the book?
Oh,
It's incredible. Well, and it's, I mean, that was around the time when a lot of really great films were coming out that were incredible films, and then you get that twist at the end that you weren't expecting. 1999 was full of it that year. It was that movie. It was The Usual Suspects. It was Sixth Sense. Like there were so many. 1999 was amazing. Well, a Matrix. So,
yeah,
so
I'm gonna clean it up.
we clean it up because let's do we'll do
Sarah's gonna try to make some sense of this.
trying to make some sense of this. So it's getting crazy. Trying to see if I can help out there. So it's all over the place. Getting nuts. I think the back still feels like it's got a lot of hair on it.
Get this done.
Okay. My fungo says, strangely, this is a pleasure to watch. Oh gosh.
We got a lot more here.
Yeah, there's a whole lot more hair in the back.
This is your torture, Duane. I couldn't stand
She
it.
did, so Cheryl couldn't handle it any longer. And Cheryl had to take over. Oh, what are you doing? No, she's not. She's fine. She's great.
No blood. I'm a nurse. It's okay.
She's well, I don't know that nurses necessarily cut hair, but they might.
So we do.
I was gonna say, depending.
Save the prep for soup.
That makes perfect sense.
Right. But you can't let him go home like this.
Dude, are you getting cold yet?
Not getting cold yet, but I mean, by the time that I leave,
Can you feel the difference?
can I feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, no, not yet. But
Tell us the difference between how your scalp felt when you got here and then how it feels now.
if I'm honest, if I'm being honest, like I really do like it. I stay well. I mean, because I run. Oh, somebody's ringing. That might be you getting yelled at, Duane. That might be your mama.
Just red.
Um,
That's my mom.
is it your mom?
I
Oh.
wasn't sure who it was.
Could have been though.
So I run really hot, like I sleep really hot. I'll keep my window open even through the winter. And so
yeah.
I've always liked it really. It's one of the reasons I moved here. I liked it really cold. So this actually feels really, really good. I'm going to be a whole lot more comfortable until it grows back, and it has to grow back because I'm already getting yelled at for it from a particular person. So, no, what? But it's for the thing. Just raise the money. It'll be fine. It grows back like obnoxiously fast. By Christmas, I'll have like a full head of hair,
Oh my
like a
goodness.
full head of hair, full head of hair.
I'll have to watch for that.
Yeah.
Got curls everywhere.
Yeah.
Your ears. This is. Yeah. The mom thing.
No, you're. I'm reading the comments, which are cracking me up.
There we go. We're almost done. We gotta get this done before it gets dark.
It's right at it too. That you have real like so that we so that this doesn't just stick to my forehead. Yeah, sure. Oh. I was wondering how long it was going to take before it was Cheryl
Yeah, I can't.
jumping in with to for the assist at the end there.
Okay, I think we're good.
Is it?
I think so.
Think we got it?
Does it look pretty good?
I think we might have.
Is there a
Hold
little
on.
bit over there?
I think there might be like a little bit like right on the temples,
Oh, okay.
maybe. If I'm incorrect, let me know. It's hard to tell from looking
Yeah.
into something that doesn't have the best lighting, but I'll trust you.
Don't trust me.
I mean, it's not like I'm not taking this thing home with me. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of people right now.
This angle I can definitely
Gotta
really
have the
go
glass.
around.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Definitely go around. How about that? Sure. Yeah, I can see a few little.
And everybody, since we're starting to wrap up here, I really do. My head actually does look good bald. Like I've done it more than I've said, more than I can. Like, and that's another thing too. I was fully aware of what I was getting into. Lee shaving half his head and the other half. I normally cut my hair off about once or twice a year, so this is not anything like super drastic for me. Although doing it at first thing at the beginning of winter is probably the first time. But everybody, don't forget, please go check out Passage and to make sure to help us try and get to $15,000 this weekend. And $50,000 is the goal. So if you know any awesome people that want to help us, make sure to email, get a hold of us. You know how to get a hold of me. You can message me on all the social media stuff. And that's official. The astronaut biker himself. Look at it's how gangster he looks because he's got his arms crossed. So we got to do we got to get this in get that down a little bit. That way we can do it together. So we got to get a screenshot of this later. That's what's up. Everybody, you're awesome. Thanks for joining in. I'm sure I want to get plenty of comments. Actually, I can see that I've got plenty of comments, texts, and all that stuff. So thank you, everyone. And please do make sure to check out Passage and give what you can. We appreciate you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.